Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Wow, it's probably pretty delayed. I'm just gonna check out the stream health real quick. Yeah, looks pretty good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Back for Ammo. My name is Dan. Dan Berlew, for those of you who know me, I used to write strategy guides for video games for about 13 years, and that no longer happens. So now I'm here on YouTube making little guide videos and having fun. Thank you, all of you, my 3,000 subscribers, for joining me. Whatever video it was that shows you that you chose to subscribe with, whether it was one of my Elden Ring build videos, one of my early Elden Ring guides for the early stages of the game, or whether it was one of my videos where I analyze a video game and talk about my personal theories on it, whether that's Metal Gear Solid 2 or Elden Ring. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yes. So a lot of history with the channel. The channel actually went online in December of 2026, and I tried to record a video of myself playing Callisto Protocol, which came out that day, I think, and did not go well. That game was not at all optimized for PC, and that was really disappointing. So I didn't do any more of those videos. But I did a couple more Let's Plays and got no views on them, and realized I needed to step up my content game and try to give audiences something that they would find valuable. So my theory videos have done extremely well, especially the series about Radagon, and Radagon being Loki, or inspired by Loki, and therefore we don't really have the full truth about Radagon expressed in the game. That was several videos that I did, and you guys gave me a lot of support and views on that. I really appreciate it. I also did a video about the Silent Hill loop theory and how much I disdain it and how much it takes away from the actual experience of playing Silent Hill 2. Extremely nihilistic theory, if you want to know the truth. But yep, I'm glad. I'm glad everybody is watching the channel and enjoying it. I think I'm online, and I think I'm streaming well. So I think we're in for a good experience today. I haven't had great fortune with streaming on YouTube. My streams tend to get bogged down, I guess. I only have like a 54 megabyte upload speed, so we can only do the stream in 1080p, and we can only do it at about 10,000 bit rate. So I hope the stream is looking good and that you guys enjoy it. What we're going to do today is a Guts build. So Guts is the main character from Berserk, which is a manga that has been in publication since 1989. I really did not learn about Berserk until it became an anime in 1997. I tried to watch the anime at that point, but to be honest with you, I was more of a Cowboy Bebop fan anyway. So I didn't really follow through with Berserk, but all these years later, it's really clear that Elden Ring has so many influences from Berserk, and nowhere is that more evident than in the Colossal Greatsword. You can find the Colossal Greatsword in Caelid. It is, I think, because of its strength requirement, intended to be like a mid-game weapon. We are going to start a new character, and we are going to go pick up that weapon and use it almost right away. I think that the build is going to take us about an hour. We'll throw a timer on it. We are going to quickly kind of speed run around Limgrave and Liurnia and Caelid to get everything we need for the build, and then we're going to take on some bosses. So I hope you guys enjoy the stream today. All right, so let me switch over to this view and see if it still works. Okay, so this is what we're trying to build. This is the Guts build. Yeah, so I was even able to kind of make my character, whoops, sort of look like Guts. This would be his black swordsman phase. Let me see if I can get out here in the light. Yeah, so I tried to do the eye. I tried to give him an eye that would sort of look like it's closed, but every once in a while he blinks and he kind of ruins the illusion. But anyway, I did take out his right eye, just like his right eye gets taken out in the story of the manga. He can wear the Colossal Greatsword on his back, just like he does in the anime and manga. And also, he's got several of the moves from the manga. So, for example, when he's running and you do a light attack, if you hit the attack button, he does the exact attack that he does. Okay, so he needs to be running at full speed. And then, see, he kind of drags it across the ground. He sets it on the ground behind him pretty much. And then drags it through his opponent. He does that in the first episode of the anime series during the what's called the Black Swordsman arc, which they didn't really cover very well in the anime series, to be honest with you. But they only dedicated like one episode to it. But yeah, so in terms of like Art of War, we've got the Savage Lion. Yep, Savage Lion's Claw. This you get in the Shadow Realm, of course, in the DLC. But we're gonna get Lion's Claw because that's important to him becoming eventually the Black Swordsman, and that is a move that he does in the manga. All right, so I'm gonna throw my HUD back on just so that I have it when I start a new game. And this is what we're going for. We're not gonna get completely up to here because getting this armor, the Black Swordsman armor, requires taking out an enemy very late in the game. So I'm not going to stream all of that, but I am definitely going to stream creating this character, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, let me switch things up a little bit on my desktops. First of all, how's the stream looking? Stream health is healthy, and nobody is in the chat yet, so hey, I see some of you there. I see some participants. Go ahead and throw your thoughts in the chat. Thank you all again for 3,000 subscribers. Makes me very happy. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to... Yeah, and I'm going to try to do this in a way that helps me keep an eye on everything at once. Okay, so we're going to quit out of this game. Not by backstepping. All right. And we are going to start a new Guts build. And we are going to create the build. I've got all my notes ready, and we'll do a walkthrough, and should be excellent. All right, so we are going to start up a new game. Wait, new game. There we go. All right, and believe it or not, a lot of people think that the closest class to choose is Vagabond. That is not correct, because the Vagabond armor is so heavy, so ridiculously heavy, that you would have to build up your endurance quite a bit. Let me see if I can... Yeah, so endurance is only 11. But over here, endurance is 12 on the hero archetype. And so the actual best class to start a Guts build is hero. And maybe a controversial opinion, but I'm sticking to it. Okay, so yeah, let's name him Guts. And then let's actually, so it's okay if he's young, but we need to set his voice to one of the mature voices, otherwise he sounds pretty silly, and his keepsake should be a golden seed. That way we can get another flask right out of the gate. All right, so on his appearance, believe it or not, his skin tone, this skin tone is perfect for Guts. And then you can go from there working on his face and everything. Like I said, I think we're going to go... let me throw on my headphones so I can actually hear what's going on. I got an air conditioner right behind me. My noise cancellation should be keeping that up. Yeah, that's better. All right, and now we don't have to spend a lot of time here because I'm going to load my favorite. I've already got the Guts build in the in my favorites, and there he is. Actually, I think I'm going to change the color of the tattoo because it looks a little strange if it's too light. So I'm going to adjust that color. What should I adjust that to? Shouldn't be brown. It should be more like, there we go. No, that's too orange. And we need it to be darker. There we go. That's good. All right. That'll work out great. And yep, looks just like an older Guts. The hairstyle is Not 100% accurate, but it's as close as we can get. All right, and we're going to finish and start the game with this character. All right, now I'm actually going to go back to OBS, and I'm going to throw a timer on the screen. Okay, and I need to get my tools out, and we're going to start the timer. All right, there we go. All right, now we're going to skip this. And we're off. Looks like, yep, timer's running good. We need to pick up this thing in order to get the doors back there to open. Guts does not typically wear a helmet. He does wear a helmet in some scenes. Also, if you notice, this shield of his only negates 91% of damage. So literally, if you block a hit with this shield, you are still going to take 8% of damage. So just get rid of it. And we are going to two-hand his weapon. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we're ready to get going. And we are just going to run through this first area. We are not going to fight this guy. There is just no point, especially if you're trying to have an easy time of assembling your build, speed run your way to being overpowered. Just run through this area. All right, so there's the boss, and we are going to go over the cliff. All right, we will wake up, and I'm going to skip the scenes again. Okay, and then over here we want to remove that, and we're going to add that flask there. And I like to add that flask there. Okay, and we are good. Okay, and then let's head out of the cave. And we need to activate these first 3 sites of grace. At this one, we're actually going to rest. And let's give ourselves another flask. And let's allocate 4 to 1. That's fine for now. I don't know if you have to pick these up, but I'm just going to go ahead out of an abundance of safety. Who knows? Maybe the elevator won't work. Maybe the doors won't open. I don't want to risk it. Hey, Regina. How are you doing? Regina Morgenstern, welcome to stream. Appreciate you being here. All right. Let's go out here and activate this site of grace. Oh. And grab this effigy. I didn't mean to activate it. You can if you want to. I'm not even playing in online mode. All right, so yeah, we're in no shape to take on the tree sentinel, so let's head over this way into the woods. Get those first grabs, get those big item messages out of the way. All right, let's run around to the front of the church here. We can get a free golden rune from in front of this crucifix. And let's go back inside, activate the site of grace. I think I hit the cancel button too many times. Grab that smithing stone. No point in talking to Kale right now. We are going to set out on foot across this field. Of course, there's a road over there to the right, but there is kind of an unofficial path that I'm following right here. And you can see me following it. We're going to go through the woods. And over here, we will pick up some root resin on the ground. And then I'm going to crouch and go up behind this guy and take him out. Okay, where's the other guy? Way over there. So now we've got all the leeway we need to run through this area safely without anybody chasing after us. And we're just going to leave that area there on the right. We're going to keep heading over to the gatehouse site of grace and activate it, and then we'll have a little chat with Melina. All right, resting here, we're going to get Melina showing up. I'm going to fast forward through it very quickly because we're trying to speed run the build.
Have you heard of they serve, but I can turning runes to aid you. You need to the foot.
Yeah, that's great. That works for me.
Summon me. I bequeath.
And that's what we came for.
It will some torrent. Treat him with respect.
Okay, get out of this screen and quickly go into your inventory. I like to put the Spectral Steed Whistle here. You may like it in a different location, but I like to be able to do little shortcuts with my controller and get it up quickly. We're going to go over here and grab the map. And while that guy's calling everybody, we're going to go over this wall. Hop over it. That might have been difficult to see because of the map titles. I have never had those soldiers follow me down into the crypt before, and they don't seem to be doing it now, and that's cool. But we're getting the Ash of War Storm Stomp and the Whetstone Knife, so we can do our own Ashes of War. All right, and then let's ride out of here and over to the next site of grace and activate it. Okay, let's see if we can open the menu. If you hear like a buzzer instead, then you still are being targeted by the enemies. We're going to fast travel right back to Church of Elo while it's still dark.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word?
All right, we're going to speak to Ronnie.
I am the witch. I'd heard and upon look at talk, thou art possessed to call forth the spectral steed named Top. I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis a bell for call summon them. The spirit now it is that.
Okay, we have to talk to her again, otherwise she'll start talking as we run away.
How long will it be for the tarn?
All right, we're all good now, and let's see. Let's sit down for a second. We could talk to Melina if we want to, but really I just want to pass time until morning because it'll be safer to run around. All right. So the next thing we want to do is we want to see if we can buy
Tarnished.
the crafting kit from Kale.
I am Kale.
All right, not enough.
Goodbye for now.
Oh, you know what you can do that is quicker is to sell Kale the Golden Rune 2 that you picked up earlier, and then you can buy his crafting kit pretty easy.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Always nice to talk to you, Kale. All right, so we are going to ride out of here. Anytime you see a skull, go right over it and then quickly press the triangle or Y button to grab it. I'm going to grab this golden rune from those bats. And I'm going to jump over here, and I should be out of sight. There we go. All right, now we can fast travel back over to the gate front here. And now we're going to mount back up, and we are going to ride up the hill. That giant troll is going to drop down, and we do not want to be standing here when he does. Okay. Got a golden rune there, and then we can actually charge right up through the middle. Torrent will break those. Stop that guy from using his horn. All right, and at the top of the hill here, we're going to see a little golden tree. Grab the golden seed, and then we're going to head over this way. We need to grab at least 12 smithing stone ones so that when we get the Colossal Greatsword, we can upgrade it. That will let us upgrade it to level 3. We'll also get a couple of smithing stone 2s on this route so we can go all the way up to level 4 or even 5. All right, go over to this graveyard and grab all these runes. Some of them you have to go to the side like this. I got triggered a little early. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, but watch out for these guys that explode. And there's no need to sprint. I'm kind of sprinting right now. So I'm going to stop. All right, and continue grabbing all the runes. And there's one more here. There is actually a goat back here a ram that will attack you. That guy. And we want to head to the west from here. And up this little hill. We're going to see Rodrika at the Storm Hill Shack. Right, so jump up here and grab the stone sword key. And then we're going to want to hop off and speak to Rodrika. We need to get her quest going.
Been grafted. Everyone who came, only to have their arm. Did you know? It's quite the.
And once we get her...
Enticed. Well, that. But I don't have. It's scary. I want to. I'm nothing. Oh, I know. Can you take the poor thing and?
Really, we just want to like exhaust all of her dialogue here.
Me.
Oh, whoops.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, tell them I love that I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing. You know.
I love that line. All right, let's go activate this because it's important. Okay, let me see. All right, so at this point, we should be able to rest at this side of grace, and we should be able to give ourselves another flask. Okay, now we can start allocating. I say we have 4 to 2, because we are pretty much, when we power up, going to use all of our FP, and then we will want to use it again we will want to use a blue flask again in order to get some FP back. All right, we're just going to continue straight past those guys and under the bridge here. And we're going to go into Liurnia. We're just going to ride this little back route to it. We're not going to talk to the finger reader or anything. We're going straight into Liurnia, and we're going to the first site of grace. When we hit that site of grace, Melina is going to offer to take us to the Round Table Hold. I'm going to decline until a certain period in the route. And then I will go to the Round Table Hold in order to upgrade and get some of the items we need in order to complete this build. All right, I don't want to deal with that thing. As you can see, I'm in pretty weak shape, so that's not really part of the route anyway. The real route is just to head through here as fast as possible. If any wolves or animals get in your way, just give them a little chop with your axe, but keep going. Get out of my way. See, just like that. All right. And continue up the hill into Limgrave. I interrupted his little yowl. All right, and head straight over here to the first site of grace, and we're going to activate it and rest at it. And then we're going to fast travel right back to the Stormhill Shack. And that is going to give us another golden seed, believe it or not. And Rodrika will move on to the Round Table Hold. Okay, this is going to take a minute.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems my torrent, whereas I merely there is, but I can take you to the gathering place.
Okay, I'm going to cancel. And we're going to leave. And then we're going to fast travel back to the Stormhill Shack. Okay, now Rodrika is gone, and she has left us a golden seed. We need 2 golden seeds in order to get our Nest flask. So at this point, we're just going to ride up the hill, and we're going to, before we even have the Flask of Wondrous Physic, we're going to get our first crystal tier for the Physic. We just ride straight up this hill past the troll. Oh, my audio cut out for a second. Hopefully yours didn't. And we grab it right here, and then we just keep going over the edge. And we can use these tombstones to climb down. And that guy's going to stand up there and be mad. Just let him. We are going to head over this way. Across the road. I'm surprised we didn't trigger any wolf attacks. And over here, here's where I am on the map, by the way. Over here on the hill is a knight who holds one of the power-ups that we need, the Golden Vow Ash of War. Oh, I missed him. Got him that time. I actually try to kill him and not his horse. There we go. Oh, the horse is dead, but he is not. Good try, dude. All right. So now that we have got the Golden Vow, let's see. We're going to head back to the southwest and over to the War Master's shack. There's those wolves. So I'm going to head over here and I'm going to activate this Site of Grace and rest at it before those wolves attack me. He got over here really quick and now I can rest. Yeah, if they get too close, you have got to take them out. Otherwise, they won't let you rest at the Site of Grace. And I don't know if you know, but over here is a great area to get some more root resin. Okay, from here we're going to go directly to the south, almost southeast really. And now we've got all these trolls in this area. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tap that troll to get his attention. And we're going to get him to follow us over here and break this statue. We need this statue broken because there's a bunch of smithing stone 1s in it and a smithing stone 2. There we go. All right, avoid him. Oh, I didn't get him. There we go. Now quickly run over here to this cliff and jump down again. And we're going to run east along this cliff. And over to here, where we're going to get another smithing stone 1. And that troll behind us is going to get mad, so we're going to bank out of there. If you see these big tombstones that are here, we go just to the right of that and then do a little maneuver like this to drop down safely. And we're going to grab this golden rune 2 right from in front of them. And then we're going to head straight over here to this ruin. And I'm going to pop off Torrent so that I drop off the cliff. And we're going to activate that. Okay, now we're going to hop back on Torrent. I was kind of going in a weird direction with my joystick. And we're going to run over to this camp. We want to get this cookbook out of here. And we want to get away from these guys before they all activate and come after us. And then from here, we're just going to ride south to that bridge, the Murkwater Bridge you see over there in the distance. All right, so I don't know. I'm going to take a moment here for just a second to check on my stream. Yeah, stream is going well. All right, good. Just want to make sure you guys are still with me. And then I need to go back to my notes because I've only got 2 screens and I've got to display a lot of stuff on them in order to run. All right, so now I'm got where we are and we can continue this way. Timers are running. All right, we're going to go over to this bridge. And we're just going to kind of hop over the ledge here and go straight over to this body, holding another smithing stone 1. And then we're going to get away from that guy as quickly as possible. And we're going to ride straight over to this hill. And over to this low part so we can get up on top of this ridge And then we're going to curve around and ride southwest over to these dummies who are just kind of sitting around doing nothing. We're going to grab this gold pickled foul foot because we're going to need that later. And then we're headed south over to this graveyard. We're going to try to stay away from those wolves over there on the right. And quickly come over here and pick up all the runes that are in this graveyard. All right, and that's it. We should be able to head straight back this way. Okay, now at this point, here's where we are on the map. Oh, we actually don't have the map for this area anyway. So that wasn't very helpful, but you can see where we are in relation to the rest of Limgrave anyway. And we're going to go down over here and drop off this clip. We're going to head over to this runes here and jump on top of them, grab this, and then we're going to drop down over here, and we're going to go down this hill before those little demi-humans back there chase us. And we're not on the road, you'll notice. There's a bunch of people and Kaiden riders on the road, so we want to avoid them. We're going to go over here and activate this site of grace. All right, and then we are going to mount back up and run over here. We're going to go across that ruin that is kind of turning the path, the road, into a cave.
Hello? Is anybody there?
We're going to ride past the Great Kenneth Height.
In rescuing the Great Kenneth Height.
The Great Kenneth Height.
True order and celebrated repudiator of the false.
Celebrated repudiator. Boy, that actor just really did commit. The voice acting in Elden Ring is just top notch. All the actors committed so well. And we are going to ride around in this graveyard over here. Here's where I am on the map-ish. Don't have the map for this area, but we will go get it soon. And there's a little trick to getting that cookbook easy. You just go right up behind this grave and just jump, and you'll be right on top of that grave, and you can get Fevor's cookbook. Fever? I don't know. All right, so if you head northeast, you will find some tombstones sticking out the side of the cave here. You can gently drop down on them, get down to here, and then if you go over to this ledge, you should find more tombstones. Get on this one and double jump across. Okay, and when you drop down below, that rune bear is going to come after you. So what we're going to do is just kind of take a ride around while the rune bear does this thing with the wolves, and then we're going to go get that smithing stone too and get the heck out of here. As you can tell, the wolves weren't exactly sure. They weren't sure whether they were going to fight the rune bear or they were going to fight me. They weren't sure of their priorities. Okay, then we're going to ride southeast over here to the Third Church of America and jump through here. Let's head to the back of the church and let's get our first Crimson Crystal tier and the Physic. And let's get the Sacred tier. I hope that Dragonfly leaves me alone, because all I'm going to do is sit here for a minute. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, so after... Yep. Okay, then we're going to go up. So let's ride Torrent. Let's jump out the northwest window here. Let's go straight up this hill. And over here is a spirit spring that we're going to use to get on top. All right, and this puts us in a perfect position to go around all of these wolves. And jump up. And we'll grab another Trina's Lily over here. And jump up so that we are landing on the west cliff above us. Okay, now we're going to head over here and we're going to Summonwater Village. Okay, and now here we're going to use the Stone Sword key that we got from the Stormhill Shack to unlock this. And we're going to go down here and we're going to get a prize. We're going to get... Okay, so there's turtles in here. They're all passive. And we can open up this door back here. Sorry, it's a little dark, but I don't have a lantern or a torch just yet. We open this up and we get the green turtle talisman. And this is the best talisman when you're using the Colossal Greatsword. Because you're going to need that extra stamina to use it. All right, so now we're going to ride out of here. Sorry, Mr. Turtle, for stomping on you. We're going to go directly to the south and over toward this red scarab, but then we're going to go down the cliff here. Jump down, and we're going to grab all these runes. All right, and I think, let me see what my notes from here say. I believe we're just going to, yeah. All right, we're fast traveling back to the third church. Okay, let's mount up, and we are going to ride south into the Mistwood Ruins. Kind of have no idea where we are on the timer just yet. 26 minutes. Okay, not bad. And the stream still running okay. All right, let's go back to my notes. And whoop, let's go back to Elden Ring. And let's keep going. All right, always kill this boar. Just because, I don't know, in the series of build videos that I did, I was recording it, and as I was riding past that boar, I was like, how dare he? How dare that boar just, you know, mind his own business and pretend I'm not here? So I decided to kill him. And then in all of my build videos, I kill that boar. So I grabbed the map and I grabbed the Nomadic Warriors Kickbook 4, and then we're going to kind of double jump up this hill over here. And we're going to get some more tears. Did I get them? No. I grabbed the... That's a problem with all the sunflowers being there. You might grab a sunflower by mistake. All right. You can get that scarab if you want to. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to ride across the road over here to where these bats are and grab this Golden Rune 1. And this puts us on a great path of approach to the Mistwood Ruins. And you get some more root resin over here. So we're going to ride over here and hop off and grab the Golden Rune. And then let's run inside here. And let's open this to get another smithing stone, I believe. Smithing stone too. Now we want to crouch and go around the back here and drop down. That way we don't wake up the rune bear. And then we can go down here, open the door, and grab the Axe Talisman. The Axe Talisman, of course, increases damage from charged attacks. That'll probably be more helpful when we get more than one talisman pouch. And then we're going to ride out here, do a little jag, and we're back on the road. Okay, and now we're just going to keep riding over to the Fort Harriet area. Don't bother, buddy. Okay, let's head over here and activate the Grace. Get back on Torrent, and now we're going to ride straight up to the fort, and we're going to grab the golden seed that's up there, and then we're going to bail, because that's really the only thing we need. Watch out for this guy. His reach is longer than you might imagine. All right, we got the golden seed from the little tree, and now we can ride northwest right over to this spot and drop down pretty safely. And we could go back to the site of Grace if we needed to, but we don't need to at this point. So I'm going to keep riding over here to the southwest. You will start to see a graveyard pop in. We're going to go over that graveyard and collect a bunch more runes, but We're going to have some problems if we don't kill this wolf out front. So right now, I'm going to kill it. And then we should be able to grab the rest of these runes a little bit more easier. Okay, that white wolf is starting to take some interest in us. We just want to kind of stick to the outside of the sarcophagi. I think that's what you call them when there's more than one and they're plural. All right, and as you can see, they started closing in for the attack, and we are out of there. We're going to continue heading southwest and up the hill here. These little jaunts are pretty intense. It's difficult to stop and take a drink even. All right, so over there is the Bridge of Sacrifice. We'll be there later, but for now, we're going to ride up the hill here and over to this Spirit Spring. We're going to aim ourselves to the west and fly up onto the ridge. And then you can see these dummies over here by these crucifix with the tarnished on them. We're going to go over there and grab a golden rune. And then we're going to go over here and activate the Site of Grace. Okay, and now let's get back on Torrent. Right around this way, and let's head back up the hill. And we're going to go past the Everjail. All right, and if we come over to this area, yeah, right about there, we should be able to get down to the ground safely. And then we should be able to jump into the Spirit Spring without problem. We're going to line it up so that your head is facing that pillar directly in front of me, that broken pillar. And then we're going to jump. And we can kind of aim ourselves while we're flying, and we get onto the Weeping Peninsula. Nice little shortcut. Kind of figured that out on my first playthrough, which was nice. All right, let's come over here and let's activate the Site of Bridge, the Bridge of Sacrifice, Site of Grace. Almost said that wrong. All right, we can get another stone sword key and some more smithing stones. Out here. So there's our key. Smithing stones ×3. I even managed to grab some smoldering butterflies. All right, and we're good to keep riding south past Irina. That's Irina there, in case you don't know. And we're going to go down the road here. Again, we have to kill a single dog in order to get through the next area successfully, or that dog is going to make our life hell. So I'm going to try to kill this dog. There we go. All right, now we can just ride up onto the carriage here, grab this Morning Star, go across the street and grab this golden rune, and grab that smithing stone too on our way up. Okay, you can kill this scarab if you want to. And we are just going to ride down here and activate the next Site of Grace at the Castle Morn Ramparts. Okay, let me catch up on my notes here. Okay, so all we're going to do here is get back on Torrent, and we're going to ride south and through the hole in the wall of the ramparts. Oh, there's a skull. And we're going to go to the right and up this little ledge. We're going to stick to the left side of the ridge here and just ride along the rocks. You can hear a boom. So that golem saw us and became active. We're going to want to move quickly. Grab this. Whoops, that's not quickly. Why am I not able to grab that? I don't understand. What is going on? There we go. All right. I think we're about to get shot at again, but we are going to ride straight across here. Pretty close. All right, let's grab the map and let's get out of here. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can open the map. Nope, we can't open the map. Let's go to the Grace. Still can't open it. All right, let's rest at the Grace. And then, oh, we can actually give ourselves another flask. And we can increase the amount that our flasks do. And we're on good allocation there. And now we should be able to fast travel. Okay, we should be able to fast travel back to the Third Church of America. All right, and this time we want to ride and go out of the northeast window and go over here to the northeast a little bit, and we will find a sending gate that will send us to the Bestial Sanctum. Hope you guys are enjoying the ride along so far. We are about halfway through creating a guts build. All right, move over here and jump down and then double jump over this tree root. It's best if you stay out of the road for a way, otherwise that big boss enemy behind you will get activated. Stay away from all the enemies, even tiny little ones like that are kind of a big nuisance right now. And I think we might be able to do another flask, if my count is accurate. So let's go over here and activate this side of Grace. And let's quickly rest. Yep. And we've got 6 red flasks and 2 FP flasks, which is perfect. That gives us 1 to use after we have buffed ourselves, and then another 1 to use mid-battle so that we can keep doing the Lion's Claw attack. All right. Leave the side of Grace, right over the Farm Grape Ridge, and right past Dragon Grail here. Tell me about it, buddy. All right. Whoa. Yeah, he just set all that on fire. That's the first time that's happened to me on one of these runs. All right. We are going to hop up the rot. And then we're going to go over here to this graveyard and we're going to grab a couple of runes. There. 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 And then another one over here. Okay, now comes the tricky part. What I like to call the tricky part. Okay, we are going to go over here to this site of Grace. And we are going to rest at it. And we are going to pass time until nightfall. And this will cause a Knight's Cavalry to appear on the bridge a little bit to the north of us. I call this the minor Farm Grape Ridge. I doubt that's canon, though. But there's one Grape Ridge over there and one Grape Ridge here. So why not? Okay, we're going to ride out here and get his attention, and then we're going to quickly ride away from him. Okay, we're going to lead him over to this end of the bridge. And we don't want to go too far up on the tree root. We want him to get the idea that he can come around here. And then once he does, we move under here and he moves to that spot on the bridge. Now, very carefully, we can move up here and he will keep being incited by us, but we have to keep him live. If he just rides around for too long and goes into like a passive state, then he will basically think that the battle is over or that we've left and he will reset. What we actually want him to be attacking a little bit more. Here we go. Yeah, we want this kind of stuff to be happening. So I'm just going to ride like right here and see if we can't get him to keep attacking. If you want to get back up, so the optimal spot, of course, is on top of this thing that I was on a minute ago. All you have to do is press the jump button and you'll get back on top of it. You want to stay a little bit back close to this vase. He's getting out there. He's just, he might do it. He might do it. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Come on, try to attack again. If he stops attacking, Unfortunately, you've got to go down there and you've got to goad him into attacking. That is the way. All right, so if this guy hits us once, we're dead, by the way, because this guy is ridiculously powerful compared to us at this point in the game. And we need this guy to try to kill us without jumping over the bridge wall. Come on. Yeah, do it. You can just hop back up here again. And yeah, if he goes back into like a... Yeah, just make sure that he keeps swinging and he's staying after us. This can take a while, but it's very worthwhile and it's absolutely necessary for the build. We don't need... He's going to drop a couple things and we don't need those, but what we really need are the 42,000 runes that he's going to drop. He just needs to get a little bit more aggressive about it. There he goes. Is there anything that I can do to coax you this way, sir? Can I get you to come over this way? Is there anything I can do to get him to come down here? As long as he's like riding and swinging, we're in good shape. Yeah, that's it. Every time he does that little thing where he steers his horse hard to the right like that, there's a chance that he's going to go over the cliff. Just make sure you stay out of his way, because if he manages to hit you with that thing... Oh, he's turned around. Go on. Go on. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. That's what we need. That's what we need. Yeah, do that hard right. Come on. Oh, he's gotten away from the cliff's edge, and there he goes. Right? Whoop. Shit. Oh, man. Did he die? He died too. He died too. Enemy fell. I think I got the runes. Let's see what happens when I come back. Okay, but I don't have the runes, so my runes should be somewhere down here. Let's go see where it was I died. He and I died at the same time. All right, I mean, that's still a good outcome. If we can just go over here and get my runes, we should have all 42,000 runes there, plus whatever I had on me when I died. There we go, 43,000 runes. Just like we need. All right, perfect. So that went pretty well. All right, now we just need to go kill one more boss enemy, and we'll be good. I'm going to just rest here for a second. And just to make sure that that's the last site of grace that we return to if we die again. All right, let's jump back up in the Spirit Spring to the graveyard. And let's ride to the southwest. There's going to be like a field full of Fulgur Bloom on the left over here, so we want to stick to the right to avoid lightning strikes. And then directly ahead is a, so you can see that Erdtree avatar over there. We want to avoid that. I think it's called Putrid Avatar. I think that might be, since we're in Caelid, it might be the Putrid Avatar. Go behind the tree and use the Spirit Spring to jump up. Okay, now we're just going to kind of follow the flowers. You ever notice that? Like, if you just sort of follow the flowers in Elden Ring, they kind of guide you to, like, sites of grace or other locations? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a little crazy. Okay, so now that we're here, we've activated the Fort Faroth site of grace. That is Fort Faroth. We don't need to go in there. All we need to do is equip the Morning Star, because the Morning Star causes blood loss buildup. And we also need to equip the Gold Pickled Foul Foot. Oh, and we need to mix our Physic. And we want to put the Stamina and the strength knot in there. So that's going to be, so the green spill crystal tier, that's what it's called. And the strength knot crystal tier is the perfect starting setup for us to use our greatsword. Okay, so let's two-hand this. Let's get on Torrent, and let's ride over to this giant dragon over here. Greyole, I believe her name is. We're going to go right to this leg right here, and we are going to start pounding away at her. You can see her HP bar. See where it says 317, 362, 408? If we keep pounding away at that, you're going to see it all of a sudden. See, look at that. We just took 13,000 points out of her health with a bleed weapon. And we can make it a little bit faster by popping our physic, because it gives us a little bit more stamina. Okay, so every time we run out of stamina, we just want to let it recharge. The green bar up in the top left. And then we want to go back to attacking the leg. You can hear all of the dragons that, all of like Grail's children, these little weak dragons that are around her. You can hear them like growling and stomping around and looking for us, but they won't be able to find us. Also, having the strength knot in the crystal in the physic right now kind of compensates for the attack down. When Grail roars, it takes our attack down, and you can see that it's like the second icon up there in the upper upper left display. So every time she roars, it takes down our attack power, and the strength alleviates that a bit. All right, we've already got her health down to half. Every time you manage to proc bleed, it will take longer to proc it the next time. See, this is why I typically do these as videos, because I can just kind of fast forward or cut through this process. It takes a long time to get this dragon's health down. I mean, I don't know how much health she has, but it's got to be like 70,000 HP or something like that. All right, we're going to keep doing this until we get her health down to almost zero, or to zero. And then we are quickly going to take our gold pickled foulfoot to get a huge % bonus. There we go. We got another proc. I think if we get another one, we might actually kill her. And these are just standard, like, regular attacks that I'm doing. I'm not doing charged attacks. Okay, there it is. We want to go ahead and take the gold pickled foulfoot. She only has a sliver of health left. And there it goes. She's dead. Okay, so now she's moaning, raising her wings. She's about to die. And we get something, we get 5 dragon hearts, and we get something like 96, more than 96,000 runes. Okay, so I think we got a bit of a bonus, it seems like. Well, yeah, of course we got a bonus because of the gold pickle foul foot. So we're going to change our equipment back to the axe. I think the axe is a little bit better. Yeah, it is, even though it doesn't do blood loss build up. We can get rid of that. All right, and now let's rest. Okay, and now we've got so many runes that we can level up. So here are the stats that we need in order to run our build with the greatsword, which we don't have yet. We're going to go get the greatsword next, though. All right, so in order to swing the greatsword, we're going to need endurance of 14. We're going to need a strength of 31. And then we're going to need dexterity 12. The strength and the dexterity are non-negotiable. Those are both required to wield the Colossal Greatsword. All right. And then also we want to take our faith up to 15 because we will want to cast Golden Vow and also another buff that we're going to get from another spot. Flame Grant Me Strength raises the power of attacks. Okay, so whatever we have left. So now that we've got our base stats set up, whatever we have left, we want to put the rest of it into our vigor. And let's just take us up to level 20. And that is pretty good. We're going to need a lot of vigor because Guts in Berserk tends to attack even though he has no shield, even though he has no safety. He tends to take a lot of arrows. If you've ever read the manga or watched the anime. And he's not a guy who worries about taking cover or he doesn't really track his own safety when he goes into attack. And that's kind of the position that wielding the greatsword is going to put us into as well. All right. So we're all leveled up now. I need to go back to my notes and advance to where I am again. Okay. So now we're ready for the greatsword and we're going to go get it. I'm going to two-hand my axe again and we're going to ride west along this burning wall. Just go through the gap here to the other side. And just follow the outside of this wall all the way down. There are some dragons stomping along the road over there to the right. We want to avoid that dragon, and we can avoid it by going behind this wall. But then behind that tree trunk, that big tree root right there, is another dragon. So we want to start heading northwest over here. And then there's a couple dragons directly ahead. We are in an area called the Dragon Barrow, so it all makes sense. There is a body right here behind this dragon. We can get a golden rune 5. Oh, there's a free one here. That guy's a little mad at us. Are you mad at me? You sound like you're mad at me. All right, we're going to go over here and get the map. And then we are going to continue riding along the road where it forks right here. We're going to follow it off to the left and underneath this tree root. And we are going to pop off and we're going to activate this site of grace. Now we're going to ride through a very dangerous area full of beasts. And if you follow the route I follow, you might be able to get through it, but I cannot guarantee you that the route that I follow will take you through it. So we're going off the road because the beasts are along the road. And then there's one beast over here. That one is probably going to become very interested in us. And then there's another one there. We are going to curve back toward the road and go around the rot here. And that beast is going to become interested in us, of course. We're going to jump over this root in the ground, tree root, and we're going to go over to this shack. And if there's anybody after us, we're going to activate this site of grace and rest. But it doesn't seem like any of the beasts are after us, but I want to be safe. I don't want them to come over and attack us while I'm talking to my buddy over here, the merchant. This merchant sells
there's been
an item we need. He sells the beast repellent torch. So buy the beast repellent torch. If you need to, you can use one of your runes to get the 1,200 runes that you need, one of your golden runes. All right, so now we're going to equip this. And let's just switch over to it. Okay, and let us... Yep, we got the map. Let's fast track back to the Dragon Barrow west side of Grace, where we just were. And let's hop on Torrent. And now we're going to go southwest over here and follow the road over to the ledge. I mean, it's kind of a road. The road pretty much stops there. Jump across and head to the left while you're holding this torch. None of the beasts will come after you. And we find a graveyard over here where we can grab 3 runes. These zombies will grab you, so watch out for them. And then we are going to ride from here straight west. And of course, you can use the beast repelling torch as you go through like dungeons, and it's full of like wolves or big dogs or other beasts. So if you continue west from that graveyard, and we are, oh, I'm still being targeted by enemies. Let's rest. Let's activate this side of grace, and then there we go. So here's where we are in the map right now, right here by the road. So over there in that carriage is the greatsword. So what we're going to do is hop on Torrent. We're going to get on the road, and then we're going to head straight over to that carriage. The dogs will be slow to come after us, but that crow will be right on us, man. So we got to open this. Here it comes. Ah, there it is. Okay, hop on Torrent. And quickly ride away. And go back over here to the side of grace. I don't know. Yep, there it is. And missed us. Okay, and that is all the riding around that we have to do. We can now tell Melina that we are ready to go to the round table hold.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon...
All right, let me know what you guys think. Is this coming together for you? Okay, let me switch over and see where we are on our timer. We're at 55 minutes. I did have to stop a couple of times, though, just to, you know, figure some things out. All right, and we can go ahead and we can equip our Colossal Greatsword. There we go. And, oh, that's because this is a no combat area. And as you can see, Rodrika's here. You'll want to start talking to her eventually so that you can start doing spirit summons and things like that. All right, we're going to head over here and talk to Hugh.
You're a new face.
Yeah, buddy.
Loud, you're...
All right, let's strengthen this to... There we go. All right. Oh, and we need to sell all of our runes that we've got to Hugh. It's easier to sell them than it is to consume them yourself. All right, now that we got all the money we need, let's go back and let's upgrade our weapon to +3 and then +4. All right, so now we are ready for the second stage of our build development. Let's go back out here and let's go over to the Twin Maiden Husks. We need some items in order to complete our build. We need to buy from them a dagger. Yeah, here's a dagger. So we need the dagger so that we can use the Golden Vow Ash of War. The dagger has a weight of only 1.5, so it won't mess us up so bad. And we're going to need a finger seal so that we can cast Flame, grant me strength. So now once we equip both of these things, let's go, yeah, finger seal. As you can see, we are still a medium load. So we can still use the greatsword and we can roll. And that's important because that is basically the combat style for this weapon. All right. Move well away from D. I want to call him Undead Hunter D, but I think I'd probably get a copyright violation. Anyway, we've got some extra runes here. I am going to throw them all. I'm going to throw 1 more point, 2 more points into endurance. Oh, and then we actually can't go up anymore. So I think I'm just going to throw 1 more point into endurance and 1 more point into vigor. Endurance, you're going to want to keep raising endurance above 14 because you're going to want better armor. Like, for example, the Knight's Cavalry armor that requires like an endurance of almost 32 to wield it and the greatsword at the same time. Okay. Let me get back to my notes. We are still running here. Oh, we need to go. Yes. And one more thing that we need to do here. We need to go to Ashes of War and add the, what is it? Golden Vow to this with the Sacred Affinity. It doesn't matter. So when you're buffing up, you will switch to your dagger. You will do the Golden Vow and then you will switch back to your sword. And then you can buff up your sword with fire, with bleed grease, with anything, and then you'll be able to attack with that. Okay, so we want to fast travel back to the Third Church of America. Yeah, this build takes a little longer than an hour, so it takes some dedication. Yeah, let's ride out of here and go back over to this again. Oh, actually, we want to ride north. And use the Spirit Springs again, only this time we're not going to go to Summon Water Village. We're going to go straight up to the top. And what's going on here is that I'm doing this speed run and getting everything I need for my build before I even start the game, before I even try to take on a single boss. All right, so once you're up at the very top, we're going to start heading over to Caelid, heading northeast from the Spirit Springs that take you to the top ridge. We're going to avoid that church over there, give it a wide berth, because there's a tough enemy who will come out of there and attack us. Well, probably not so tough now. All right, let's jump over the wall. Let's go over here and activate this site of grace. And then if we run over here, we can jump over this wall and run into this stable and grab a golden rune 3, but it's a trap, so you gotta get out of there quickly. All right, mount up on Torrent, and then we can ride over here. There's a small item in this shack, but again, it's a trap. Yeah, preserving boluses will help protect us from scarlet rot, which is good. Double jump up here. There are some of those slimes sliming around, but there is another graveyard here full of runes. Just grab these. Okay, when you're done, go over here to this cliff and kind of stick to the right. You will see a little ledge here you can drop to, little ledge here. And we are near the entrance to Gael Cave, I think it's called. There's a jail cave, and then that's Gael Cave. We want to go down the ridge over here until we see this treat route, and then we can safely hop down. And we want to go over here and activate this site of grace. Okay, now you can see this little fuzzy thing. Not fuzzy thing. It's a scarab. It's an invisible scarab running around. I believe we want to stand right about here next to this tree root. It will circle around the area and it will start heading back toward us. Where is it? Okay. Okay, it's over there. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right, be ready. And I missed it. Okay. When it comes back around, so now we've got it. It's going to come right here. We want to strike it with the sword with just the right timing. We want to break it, and it's going to give us an Ash of War. So how you doing? You enjoying the stream? All right, here it comes, and got it. So hopefully you saw the timing there. You can roll back on the stream and see the video of the exact timing to hit that thing. All right, go back over here, and now we are going to assign the Flame of the Redmanes to our Greatsword. With the Fire Affinity is great. Yep, that'll work. Okay, brothers and sisters, now we are going to mount up on Torrent, and we are going to assault Fort Gael. Oh, there's a skull we can pop. And just to check our weapon, yeah, we didn't kill that guy, but we did quite a bit of damage to him. That guy too. There is an archer who's going to keep firing that ability on us. We'll see whether it hampers us too much. Right up the stairs, past the door, and over the side. There's going to be a guy back here guarding this ladder. Kill him. Okay, and now there's that archer again. Jump off and run over here and wait for these guys to come at us. Okay, what we really need is for them to move away. I don't know why they won't move away. We can attack that guy if we need to. All right, good. We're starting... God, that guy is just guarding the spell that we want, and there's a guy there. All right, just stay away from them. Keep circling around this area. All right, there it is. It's finally clear. And hopefully we can get out of here. All right, so now we're going to ride back around the castle. We have got Flame Grant Me Strength, which is our second buff. We are going to double jump right behind this guy. We are going to get that effect where the guy is sending all those arrows after us. And we just want to keep heading down here away from everything and back to the site of grace. We need to memorize the spell. Okay, and now it should be equipped. Good. And we'll be able to use that and Golden Vow to buff ourselves as we take on that Elder Lion inside the fort. So yeah, we are headed back into the fort now. We still have Flame of the Randmains as our Ash of War. And that's the thing, you always want to do like a charge attack. I took that guy out. All right, and we are going to ride behind the fort again, and this time we're going to kill that guy guarding the ladder, and we're going to go up the ladder. Okay, pop off Torin here. Oh, I forgot something. We want... What is that? Okay. How many times is that going to happen? I'm really sick of that guy. Okay, hopefully we can climb up here without taking any more damage. I need to equip something that I forgot. I need to equip the summons. All right, so he's mad at us. Yep, let's equip the Lone Wolf Ashes. All right, let's crouch and go across the beam here. And we could target that guy for greater accuracy getting over. And let's do a critical hit on that guy. And don't worry about anything else. Just go over here and drop off. Okay, there's an item in there you can get if you want to, but what I'm going to do is start buffing up. Yeah, okay, so first thing we're going to do is cast Golden Vow. Flame Grab Me Strength. We're going to take a blue flask, and then we are going to use our physic, and then we are going to summon the dogs. Okay, and then we have to basically take another physic. We could take our health back up if we want to. We want to two-hand the sword, and while this thing is weak, you got to avoid letting this thing hit you. There we go, and I think it's all over. So the summons did their job. Everybody did their job. And we got Lion's Claw. So that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer. Let's see where we are. Oh, we went... Okay, so... Yeah, that was like an hour and 8 minutes. Okay. I'm looking for the right window here. Let's see. Stop. And reset. Okay. And we're ready to get rid of the timer now. Okay. And that is it. That is your guts build all built. Okay. So what can we do with this thing now? Well, first of all, we can do some things in the fortress here to make things a little easier. We climb back up this ladder. We can do like a circle around, and then we can open up that front gate by throwing that lever above. There's a lever right over there. Okay, so all you do is hop up on this wall, go over this again. And then out here on this beam is a warming stone? Yeah. That'll be useful in the DLC. And yeah, we'll drop down here again. Oh. Okay, we're going to run that whole route again, but we did get the guitar out of the chest there. It's like a pretty good melee weapon for punching enemies rather than using swords on them. And we're going to climb up the ladder here. All the way to the top and go back around. There are some enemies up at the top there that are kind of powerful. But I am going to come over here and jump. Go down. If we follow this little route, there's a guy over here who's holding like 10 mushrooms. And then if we go back this way, we can pull a switch that will open the gate below. That way, if we want to come back here later, especially during Ronnie's questline or, you know, when we're following the Redmane's questline in order to confront Radon, we can come back there. Okay, so what would I do next at this point typically? Let's see if I have any notes. Okay, yeah, that is it. I pretty much just made notes about the build itself, but we need some armor. And I'll tell you where there's some good armor. Let me quickly look at the stream. Stream going well? I don't know. What's our analytics? Okay, we got 2 people watching. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. All right, so yeah, I like to keep it on stream health. Okay, and where am I? All right, here's Elden Ring again. So what we can do in order to get armor is go back to Agil Lake North. And we're going to go get Patch's armor. And once you see it, I think you'll understand why. Because Guts, as a hero, there's some things that we can do to kind of make him more like Guts. In fact, real quick, let's run back to Kale at the Church of Ella. He sells daggers.
Wait. Weren't you? Well, you're back.
Yeah, so see the throwing daggers? We can buy as many throwing daggers from him as you want. Guts uses throwing daggers in Berserk. And he's also got them kind of strapped into his armor. And so does Patch's armor. And also Patch's armor is light enough that you could still use the Greatsword, the Colossal Greatsword. So, I don't know, I'm going to get some of these. Like, wow, I could get like 215. Just blow my wad on daggers. Why not? I think instead I'm going to get about 99. And we hold 40 of those, and we store 59. I forgot that I thought we held 99. You should just buy 40 at a time. Okay.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
And if you prefer to, you can buy the iron mail that's sitting right there, but that is really heavy stuff. And Guts needs to have light armor so that he can do his attacks. Oh, and another thing. We need to switch out our Ash of War on our Greatsword to the Lion's Claw. And we definitely want to use the heavy affinity because you can see it uses strength. It uses strength better. It scales with strength better. Whereas with the standard, it doesn't use strength as well at all. And our strength is already pretty good. Okay, two-hand our weapon, hop back on Torrent, and then we are going to go straight to the south over here and down the ledge to the area below. Then we're going to go under the Murkwater Bridge. It's going to be a bunch of undead enemies there. We're probably better off killing them rather than letting them come after us. And then we're going to have to fight Nerigis, who is a bloody finger. I haven't talked to Yura. Hopefully Yura still comes and helps us. Look at how much damage we did to that thing. That was really good damage. Okay, and now we're going to drag our sword on the ground and kill these two guys and that guy. Oh, here comes this guy. As you can see, like using that sword consumes a lot of stamina. So you are going to want to build up your endurance to about 32 or so. All right, so now that we've killed all those guys, I think we're just about ready to go. We want to stop a little bit before. So see this rock on my left here? If you go to the edge of that rock, you will get pulled off torrent, and then you won't have a chance to buff up. So I'm going to start buffing up right now. We're going to apply both of our spells and then take that. Oh, you know what? I should have made myself some like fire grease or something like that, just to give myself a little bit of an extra damage to do to him. All right, where is he? There he is. All right, come here, buddy. We're gonna punish that.
If it isn't Narius,
Got him.
the bloody finger
Oh, thanks, Yura. We didn't really need you.
for you and your cessblood.
All right. So that's all over with, and thought I actually heard him running there for a second. So if you want to talk to Yura, he moves into that cave up there that I was staring at for a second, but we are going to go back over here because this is where Patches lives. Okay, go into the Murkwater Cave and rest up so that we can use our buffs and everything. Okay, resting will restore our ability to use our flask. And we are in good shape. Yeah, I'm not going to use the torch right now. I know it's a little dark, but you should know the way through this cave. It's pretty simple to navigate. We're just going to go over here. Whoop! And we have alerted everybody. I mean, it's just like being Guts in Berserk. I mean, that sword makes this game into a Berserk video game. Wow, we got a lot of Highwayman gauntlets. What do they look like? Yeah, they might be something Guts would wear, but I'm not sure. They are definitely better in terms of resistance. What other pieces of armor do we have? Oh, that's much better. Oh, but that takes us to a heavy load. See how quickly we go to a heavy load with this endurance? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Okay. So we are still medium load, right? Yeah. Okay. Since we cleared out this cave, might as well go down here and grab this item, which I think is going to be a mushroom. Why is it always mushroom? Okay. And now we're going to go over here and kill Patches for his armor. And yeah, we're not just going to defeat him, because at one point in the fight, he will beg for mercy. We are not going to give him mercy. Okay, so the fight will not start until we open this chest over here. So let's go ahead and do our buffs. Okay, now we're all set.
Well.
And we could use those as our clothes. They'd be pretty good armor to start with. Like Guts in his early days, wearing regular.
Cough up your coin. Wait, please.
Look at that.
I surrender. White flag and all. Oh, for Pete's
Keep hitting him.
It was bound to happen someday. What?
I love killing Patches. Alright, so we just get a golden rune, but he leaves his armor and his bell bearing and his spear over here. Alright, so yeah, let's come back over here in the light and let's change our equipment out. Okay, so we went to a heavy load. And leather boots. All right, we've gone to a heavy load already. So we are going to need to upgrade our endurance even further. Let's get out of this cave and let's get out in the daylight and I'll show you what I mean. This armor is covered with little knives. Yeah, so we're already fat rolling, so we do need, and it's not daylight. For some reason it's already turned night. Forget it. Let's just go to the round table hold. And let's try to level up some more. Let's see if we've got some more runes we can sell to Hugh.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Yep. Not much though. Hopefully we can level up. If not, we'll just have to kill some guys. Yeah, we're a little bit short of leveling up, but I definitely want to take that endurance up to 16, hopefully, in order to wear this armor a little bit better. All right, let's head back to Stormhill Shack, and let's go up the hill and kill some soldiers until we've got everything we need. Should be able to get all the runes we need after killing these guys on the route here. How is that guy not dead? He had like 1 point left. Okay, so I actually think we don't. We still don't have what we need in order to not be heavy. Let's try again. I think if we get like another 100 runes or so, then we should be able to take our endurance up, and I hope, we will lose the heavy stigma. Nice. Got some foot soldier gauntlets and greaves. All right, let's see. Yep, let's level up endurance to 16. Let's see our load. We are still a heavy load. Guts does not tend to use gloves, so I think if we just remove the gloves, then we're at medium. And we still have this look with the daggers on the arm there and across the chest. Guts has an armor kind of like this. The main difference is that the cape is longer, and I don't think you can alter this set. But anyway, I would say that we are ready to go up the hill and make some friends with the Lanedale guys. Wow, did I just kill them all? I just killed them all in one hit. That was awesome. The Greatsword is a really amazing and OP weapon for the beginning of the game. You're not supposed to be able to use this weapon until the mid-game or so. Let's go kill some of these soldiers hiding out in the woods here. Hey, quit making all that noise. There's another one. Oh, he managed to avoid dying. Ugh, stupid archers. Oh, I missed him. My vision is getting old and getting bad in my old age. See, Guts takes the arrows and keeps fighting. That's where you want to definitely be. Hey, there's a skull over here with another rune. Alright, I think we got all of the soldiers away from the road. Looks that way anyway, except for that guy manning the ballista here. Dead, dude. Alright, yep, we're all set. Okay, let's run up here and save our game in this little alcove to the left. All right. You know, I may need to go get... What can I craft? Ah, fire. Grease. Definitely. And we will equip that. And we can take these off. All right. And we should be ready to fight him like this, I hope. Yeah, let's pause here and do our buffs. Let's go.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Get him, Guts.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Going for the jump attack to start. What?
Well, thou art of passing skill.
He says as I kill him.
Truly run in thy veins. Tarnished. I shall remember thee, tarnished.
And what I love to do is come over here and activate the... He's like threatening us, and I love to...
Fear.
And I cut him off. That's what I love to do. All right, I am going to pump another level into endurance. Let's see if I can equip my gloves now. Highwayman? Yeah, leather gloves. I don't know, the Highwayman gloves. There's the leather. Let's see what's better. Anything we can wear. Okay, that's heavy load with those, but yeah, the foot soldier, all of these are a little bit better. So the Highwayman... Okay, these are definitely better against some things. Okay. And head? No, we don't. We're guts. We don't wear anything in our head. All right. So let's head into Stormvale Castle.
You there? Come over here, would you?
I love this guy.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
Yeah.
I would... It's tightly guarded. The guards, you'll breach the...
Very well.
Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like.
This guy is going to steal money from
Pray
us.
for your success.
I'm sure you do, you weirdo. All right, so let's go out here. Let's Let's go up here. A few jumps to get to the top. And then we can jump over here, get an item. Okay, and what don't I have equipped? My daggers. He's gonna try to fly over here. Let's see if he makes it. Nope, he dropped. Come back. Come on, fly directly to the base. There you are. Oh, I missed him. Gotcha, big boy. All right, I think there's some items over that way. I don't think it's all that important. I'm trying to get to Godric as fast as possible. Unless it's a smithing stone 2. I could, I think if I go get that smithing stone 2, that thing, okay, this is probably going to be back here. There he is. Deadzo. Okay, so let's go over this way. And up this little ramp here, and over there. All right, so you pretty much just wait until they come to you, and then you're good. Come on, you. I need to put some more points into my vigor. All right. Oh, that is a smithing stone 3. Smithing stone 3. That does not allow me to upgrade. I thought that was going to give me 4 smithing stone 2s, and then I would be able to upgrade my weapon. But yeah, that is your main goal at this point, is to go grab enough smithing stone 2s to get you up to like level, +6 with this weapon. And like, what time is it here? Let's say this is an hour and a half that we've been playing Elden Ring. And we're already in Stormvale. We've already killed Margit. So using the Greatsword in the early game is friggin' fantastic. Shut up. Here they come. Come on. Come on. Gotta be careful grabbing that gold rune tuna out there. They'll throw bombs from above. 2 for 1. Still more here. Come on, more. What are they doing? Why aren't they hitting the barrels? Huh, he didn't throw one. I guess I was too fast for him. Oh, he dropped something. No, thank you. I think another guy should be coming from above. And Deadzo. Hey, we got another smithing stone 1. Good deal. Where's he at? What are you doing down there? Wonder why he got all the way up there. That was weird. is like an item down here if you drop down. Problem is, though, you have to go all the way back around. Oh, and there's an item back there, too. More daggers. Always use more daggers. Okay, so in here we've got to fight a Banished Knight. So I'm going to go ahead and power up. All right, and here we go. And now Gostok, is that his name, is going to lock the door on us and laugh. I can't. On the ground and dead in 2 hits. But I couldn't get my camera to turn around and look at him. And I tried to lock on and my camera pointed the other way. Sucks. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's equip. I'll be heavy for a second, but let's equip my torch. All right, now we can see the room. And over here. Oh, that's a heavy roll. All right, the curved sword talisman. And the rusty key that we need to continue. All right, I think at this point, if we go to a certain point in the room, we can actually look down and see Gostok down there. Maybe I need to be a little lower. Yeah, we need to drop anyway, so let's go back over here. And Gostok... Oh, he's not there. You see that bright light over there to the right? He's supposed to be sitting there. Maybe he is. Who knows? Nope. So he's supposed to be sitting right here. I think, I don't know. Maybe I need to make another lap around and then he will be sitting there? Can't remember exactly. Whoops. Nicely done. And there's the brick hammer. This is a controversial item. Everybody thinks that this is talking about Radagon. I don't know, but I think it has something to do with Stormvale Castle. Right? I think that, like, somebody led a rebellion here at Stormvale Castle. I don't know if it was Radagon. I don't think that this is... I mean, it says the strength of a giant is required to wield it. A laborer who led a rebellion and later became a champion himself. And its skill is Barbaric Roar. I think maybe it has to do with Godfrey. I think Godfrey might have been that laborer who led a rebellion and became a champion. There's a lot of ties from Godfrey to Stormvale. All right, so from here we actually have to go climb up the ladder again, I believe. And this time there's going to be a guy waiting to snatch us when we go around this corner over here. We gotta... Gus doesn't like being touched. We can't let this guy touch us. There he is. And come after us here. Ooh, I got some shoes. All right, now we get a great view of the precipice of anticipation. Let's go over this way. Why is it always mushroom? And then we have another little hidden path over here. Arteria leaf. Okay, if I play this right, we can just run right back up there. Oh, he's facing us. Okay, let's crouch. And when he turns around, let's go sneak up behind him and... Aksai! Nice. Oh, we got the Banished Knight Greaves. You will want to put a few points into your FP. Well, your, what is it called? Yeah, your mind statistic, because you do basically have enough, right? You have just enough in order to cast Golden Vow and then Flame Grant Me Strength. But then you got to use, and if, you got to use a blue flask to, Cerulean Flask, I think it's called, to regain your FP. And, all right, let's go upstairs. What? Oh. What's this guy doing? Why is he backing up like that? Easy peasy. Well, it's amazing that I didn't fall to my death. I always fall to my death in this stupid game. There you are. Oh, why didn't I get up over... Here we go. And you dead. Sounds like there's a guy right there. There he is. He's coming in to check what that noise was. What was that noise? Okay, I can hear him off to the right, so I think he's gone. Dead City. I love that running attack. And also, if you're crouched, you can do a poke attack from a crouch. Or from a roll. Just like that. I love this sword. This is how you get around Stormvale Castle. Guess I didn't, that's how I get around anyway. Why is this one such a dick? Why is that guy such a dick? Good lord. Why was my guy just standing there? Come on, Guts. Get in the action. Don't get hypnotized. Okay, so then there's a hidden path if we jump on top of these and this. Follow this around. Go straight up here and across this bridge and get a smithing stone too. And I believe that that's going to let us upgrade our weapon another level. I think we can take our greatsword up to +5 now. But first, we got to go over here and see some guys about some things. So when I was doing my whole series, like trying to just basically introduce area by area the game, like, you know, this cave or that cave, I I kind of like couldn't figure out how I was going to do this level because, you know, it would take like several small videos to cover Stormvale Castle. And I was trying to think, okay, like if we do run number 1, run number 2, like different areas of the castle, then we would be all set, right? But it just didn't seem right. And then I thought, wow, what if I do all of Stormvale Castle as a stream? Because the stream gets saved to your channel and then people can view it later. And we could just add it as part of that series. Kind of like the way I'm going to leave this stream on my channel. And we are just going to rock it. Okay, so now we are going to the front gate. And I'll show you how. From that little edge, we're going to walk on this little edge. And we want to kind of get... So this is like a diamond shape. We get to the back, and then we just run forward and jump. Ah, and we missed it. Okay. So that's no good. And so instead of going that way, I'm going to come over here and drop down, grab some item here. Smithing stone 2. Somber smithing stone 2. And we're going to unlock this. So my intention was to go to the front gate. If they miss you, they're dead. That's what I say. If you miss me, you're dead, because I will get you. Mushroom. All right, and then from here, if we're quick, we can go straight through this area, avoid that terror back there, and we can go get on the elevator. And now we have opened up this path. Look at how much blood Guts has on his face. That is awesome. All right, so let's just go back over here. Can we level up? But what we can do is we can quickly take a trip to the round table hold and we can upgrade our greatsword. I haven't even started the round table hold. I should talk to all these people, but really what I'm trying to do right now is get to Godric.
I took you for no man to lay out your own.
All right, there we go. So now we just need 5 more smithing stone 2s and we can upgrade it to +6. All right, so my idea with this next run is to get to where the Divine Bridge is and activate that side of grace. We can do a little shortcut right there. You see these tiles right here? We could just run right out to the edge and jump across there. Just need a little room. Get up to speed and jump, and there we are. Okay, then we can come over here and we can try the same route again. I think what I did was I didn't grab the run button fast enough. So what you want to do, again, you want to position yourself at the back of this diamond, and then you want to run forward. No, not run. You really just want to move forward and then jump. So there we go. Okay, and then we can just drop down. And we are right behind 2 Banished Knights. We're going to stay well away from those guys. And we can come over here. All right, so if we continue down this way, we will continue toward the front gate of the castle. And drop down over here. Yeah, we need to come through that doorway the other way. But we can grab this guy's thing, and then over here we can drop down and kill an enemy. That's going to alert these guys below us. Boom. And this guy. Boom. And this guy. Boom. And everybody dropped something. Everybody left me a present. How nice. Okay, there is a guy coming up here to kill me. It's this guy over here. There we go. There's an item back here on this dead guy. Another smithing stone one. Here comes a guy. Let's fight. I win. Because I have the greatsword. Okay, and then there's some guys just kind of standing out there. Hey, you're not paying attention to me. All right. Well, you coming up here or not? Nicely done. All right. Yeah, so a bunch of guys up there. We will come out and take care of all of them. Let's go in here and open up the gate. Yeah, that's actually Gostok's clothes right there, and then we can drop down here right in front of Gostok. And he doesn't even react. He's like, oh, hey.
Oh, hello. Glad to see you're safe.
Yeah, right.
Only perhaps.
But he does open up his store. And you can get the bandits' manchettes here. So Guts tends to wear ribbons or bandages on his hands. So if you're really looking for like authentic Guts build, you want to buy these manchettes. In fact, I'm going to.
Fare thee well. I pray for your success.
Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, they take our defense down quite a bit, but they weigh less. And they're authentic. Yeah, I mean, if you play Elden Ring the right way, armor doesn't really matter anyway, right? Just keep your equipment load to medium. All right, now we're going to go up this hill and kill everyone. There is like a little... There's a way to approach those guys that makes them a little easier if we actually go back up the stairs here. And we go over where this guy... We killed this guy right here. We can drop down here. And we can go over and kill this guy. And then everybody filters. Woof. Okay, so some of these guys will come investigate the noise, but they'll all kind of group up, and then we can just... All right, we got a bunch of stuff. Come on, chicken. Wappo. Okay, and then was there anybody else over here? Nope. I thought I saw an arrow. Did somebody just shoot an arrow? No? Okay. Come over here. Come on. Okay, and now Again, the flowers guide us. The flowers are lighting the way. So if we go all the way around this area without making too much noise, and if we do a little crouch and run in here, then we can get past that elder lion without having to fight him. And then we can go straight in here and activate the Site of Grace. All right, that'll be very handy later when we get our Great Rune. When we get Godric's Great Rune, we can just teleport right back here. And up here, there is a body holding a talisman. That's pretty good for later. Bolt Drake. All right, let's go back. Wait a minute. Why? Oh, they saw me. Now I can't use my map, and I can't fast travel. So we just have to run back to the Grace because the golems woke up on the bridge. The bridge will be interesting. All right, let's head back to Rampart Tower. Okay, what do we have in terms of inventory? Oh, we have a lot of runes here. And what are we lacking? Let's look. Okay, so, we need about 5,000 runes here. So what do we have? We have 16, so that's like 38. Plus 12. I think it's pretty close. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start popping runes. Alright, I think we can level up. Maybe. Let's see. Check our status. No. No, we need like 1,000. Shoot, I don't think I have enough. But I will soon. And I just need to hold on to these runes, right? Yeah, I think I'm about 300 short. Yeah, sure enough. 300 runes short. That sucks. Okay, always do your math. Get your calculator out and do your math. Got him. And he even dropped his... Okay, and we can actually hit that one. Get him to drop his barrel and come over here. Pretty well done. Do I have enough now? Oh, I'm just like 20 runes, 22 runes short. Always short. Now let's see if I can do this. And he's dead. All right, we got a smithing stone too. How many of those do we have now? We need... Oh, right there. We got 3 and we need 3 more. All right, let's go see our buddy. Let's go make a friend.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger's the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here. To the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Sure. I'm probably not going to use any of these. I love the hat. I love not being able to see his eyes. I mean, if you tilt it up, you can kind of see his eyes, but I feel like that ruins it. That ruins the mystique. All right, back to killing. Okay, let's go back and let's take the secret path from the top ledge. Love that view. Look at that down there. And down there is where Godwin is. A visage of Godwin, anyway. Part of Godwin. Could level up, but I'm just going to keep going because I'm an idiot. You should definitely spend your runes when you have them. All right, so down at the bottom of these ledges, there's going to be a Crucible Knight. Crucible Knights are extremely difficult enemies. I'm just going to say it. I don't think I have the vigor to take this guy on. But I definitely want to pop this thing and get the Storm Assault. So we're just going to crouch here and we're going to wait for that guy to get into place. And then we're just going to slide right past him. What do you guys think? Do you like fighting Crucible Knights? If you do fight this particular Crucible Knight, it's pretty handy to come back to where I am right now, because he will not follow you on that thin ledge. He can't. He will fall off the ledge if he does so. So once he registers that the ledge is not wide enough for him and his big-ass armor, he won't follow you. And so you could literally sit back there and just pelt him with throwing daggers until he's dead. But my target is Godric, right? I want a great rune. I've come here to the Lands Between for great runes, and I want a great rune. Oh, hey, buddy. I've killed you twice now. Remember me? I hope you remember me. All right. This time we should be able to level up and... I don't think... Yeah, I think we need more vigor. So I'm going to level up vigor. I don't think that I have the stones that I need. Yeah, I need 3 more of those in order to take myself up, I believe, to +6. Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're going to do our little run and jump again. And then if we come over to right here and drop, we should land on the wall. Then we can just drop inside. Oh, by the way, I don't think I equipped... No, I don't have a second pouch equipped. All right, yeah, let's enhance our charge attacks. Because even if you do a quick charge attack, your damage is increased by the talisman. You don't need to do a fully charged attack. All right, let's hop up over here. Hello. Ooh, that's going to make us money later. Okay, just so you know, there's nothing on the other side of that roof. For a long time, I would go over to that roof every time. Nice, we got a crossbow. I love how I'm just like one-hitting everything. Where is that lurking horror? Where is he at? You down there? There he is. See, the problem with throwing daggers is that he, well, Guts anyway, will move, my character will move to the edge and possibly drop over it. So yeah, we got that guy nice and angry. Okay, and there should be a guy standing right outside the door waiting for us to come out. A 3-hit combo is good enough to take anybody. We're gonna kill this guy on the stairs. Okay, and then we are gonna power up. Where is that thing? It went under here? Damn it. Come on out of here. Come over here. Come on. I love it. I love that scream. This is kind of one of the reasons I play Elden Ring without music, because I love to hear, like, the sound effects. I'm really into the sound effects. Anyway, let me know what you think. Was it worth the sound effects? Not even funny. It's like being a batter at like Fenway Park. I already grabbed the axe in front of that guy? Okay, that's interesting. There's another item over here. Okay, now we're going to go get America's Mischief. Okay, that soldier's on the other side of the room. We're going to kind of do a stealth attack on him. We're going to wait till he comes over on this side and turns his back to us, and then we're going to go stab him in the back, knock him down, and then hit him with a lion's claw. You can run while you're crouched, and you'll still be in stealth mode. Dead. Lion's Claw is amazing. Like, even without, like, you know, flame grease applied, it is just the best. Okay, let's see. From here, I think normally what I'd do is probably go pay a visit to Rodrika. Show her the Chrysalids memo or something else. I think in this case we want to do the Rampart Tower, go across the rooftops again, and go over to, let's see, to the front gate? No, we just want to go across and then down through the courtyard. We don't want to go through the courtyard on this side because, see all those guys down there? I mean, they're pretty much facing you and waiting for you, and that's a kloosh. So if you go over here, and you just drop down behind these two guys, you can sneak right past them if you're in a crouch walk. and they never even notice you. And when you get over here, you can run across, jump, kill that guy, and kill that guy. You know what? I take it back. Probably one of the better items to use is the jump attack. Yeah, jump attack will get a better boost from wearing the talisman than the axe attack. There's a guy in here. We can literally drop down and hit him at the same time. Surprise, mofo! Okay, and unfortunately there is a guy down there who hurt us, so we're going to jump out this side. And walk over here. Grab this item. So we can avoid alerting that omen right over there if we just go right around here, sneaking. Sneaky, sneaky. And then here we are. We're almost at the next site of grace. Okay, let's go ahead and rest so we're at full. And then let me show you just how powerful you are. Oh. Okay, let's go out here and let's throw a dagger at his dog. Come on. Come on. How was that so hard? I think the stairs just made it really difficult. Okay, and then we're going to drop down on this guy with a chop. Dead man. Okay, and inside this small room right here is the prophecy painting. Okay, and now we pretty much have free reign to clear this entire courtyard. The timing on that was insane. What are these guys gonna do? Let's go kill these guys. Boy, they are standing their ground. They're even shooting each other, I think. There's another guy over here. Did I leave a guy? No, I didn't. I got worried that I left a guy like right here. And I went over there to grab that. And I think that pretty much cleared out the entire courtyard. Still some more items to pick up. Oh, no, it didn't. There is still one more guy. Where's that marching happening? Must be up on the wall. Those guys that march up on the wall. Because I know that this guy will never get up. Even if you kill everybody out there, This guy just stays here snoozing. Alright. Now we can go down into this little room. It's getting pretty dark. Sorry about that, but what I need is that little hand lantern. Bunch of dead rats. Alright, do I have a stone sword key? Good deal. I thought perhaps I had screwed myself. Alright, and then down in here we can get the godskin stuff. We are not doing a godskin build, we are doing a guts build. Alright, and as you can see, we're back at the front of the castle. So now what we're going to do is, there's that statue you saw a minute ago that was gleaming. We're actually going to run into the next area, and we're going to actually goad a troll into following us over to that area and smashing that statue so we can get the smithing stones inside of it. The statue right here. See? Okay, first up is one of these things. That was difficult. You couldn't really see where I was going because of the camera. When you lock onto like a flying enemy, you are just... You are completely at the camera's mercy. You really can't see anything. Alright, we got another smithing stone too. How many does that make? 5! We need one more. Alright, we got another golden seed. Trina's axe. I mean, Trina's lily, pardon me. I was thinking of an axe for some reason. And another smithing stone too. So that's it. That is the 6 smithing stones twos we need to take our greatsword up to level 6. But I am going to go over here.
You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
So this is Nefeli Lu, and she is undoubtedly the Casca of Elden Ring.
Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance, down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
Absolutely. See you later, Nefeli. All right, so now we got a big job. We are going to go over here and we're going to make this troll mad. I think we get to about here. There it is. So the troll alone comes after us. What's it doing? Come on. Yeah, so you can see the line I'm standing on, right? So once it starts following us, we are set to start running back here. He'll throw like little breath bursts or roars, I guess, technically, like that. Lead him down the stairs. Save all that energy, big boy. I need you to use that over here. Come over here. Come hit my statue. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is it backing up? Come on. No. I need you to do that over here, not there. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Where are our stones? There we go. Smithing stone 1 and 2. Now we got more than we need. 5 smithing stone 1s. We could probably upgrade a second weapon at this point. Oh, let's see if she saw that. Hey, Casca. I mean, Nefeli, did you see what I did? Huh? Let's go over here and kill these chuds. All right. Now we have reached Godric. All right, let's go to Round Table Hold and upgrade our weapon first. We're going to take on Godric alone. See if we can do it. But we're going to need every rune we can get our hands on, and we're going to need a fully upgraded weapon.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
All right. +6, and we already have our first smithing stone 3. Okay. Do we have any runes? We have a few. Yeah, we need like, wow, we need like 6,100 runes. So what do I have? I've got 600 plus... Okay, so I've got like 3,000... 4,200, so I don't have enough runes to level up. That sucks. Alright, and hopefully we're still at night. Really, Stormveil is just so much better at night. Okay. Let's go.
Mighty dragon, thou the true born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. A lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Bring it. Should have been able to avoid that one, but woof. Here he comes.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength. Forefathers, one and all! Bear witness!
What an intro to the grafting. Come on, what are you doing? There we go. It's all over, Godric.
I am the Lord of
Finished him with the lion's claw.
golden, and one day we'll return together to our home.
Can I cut him off?
Rays of gold.
Nope, gotta hear every word. Can't cut off Godric. All right. I have 20,000 runes to my name now. Let's see what we're going to level up. Definitely, we're going to keep leveling up Vigor. 2 levels in Vigor. All right, now we're ready to go to Liurnia. So you guys get it? Do you guys get, like, how powerful this is? This is, like, an insanely powerful build. You can one-shot most enemies in the early part of the game, and then and then you can just take enemies apart.
Pathetic excuse for a lord you were.
Okay, let's jump out of this guy, and let's go back to my to the one that I was using when I was developing this build and this route. Let's look at his stats. Yeah, as you can see, I ran this a couple times, a couple different sets of sliders and everything. So here is Guts just past level 100. Let's look at his stats real quick. Like I mentioned earlier, I've got the upgraded Savage Lion's Claw, which you can get early on, like almost immediately as soon as you enter the DLC, the Shadow of the Erd Tree. Still have Sacred Dagger with Golden Vow. Haven't upgraded it once. Just leave it on there and I just switch over to it. Activate Golden Vow and then I still activate the same spell. Flame Grant Me Strength. And we've got the Knight's Cavalry armor. You can get this by defeating the twin Knight's Cavalry that you find guarding a caravan at night in the consecrated snowfield area. And I'm still using the Green Turtle Talisman. And I'm using the Star Scourge Heirloom, which you can actually go back to Fort Gale, where we were earlier, and you can kill some guys on the topmost level, and you will get the Star Scourge Heirloom. It's well worth going for. Maybe I should have included that in the route. I don't know. Those knights are pretty tough. Like, you would want to have Lion's Claw and everything. It would basically require a third trip back to the site of grace and then back into Fort Gale to be ready to fight those guys. The Claw Talisman to enhance jump attacks, and the Two-Handed Sword Talisman, which enhances attacks with two-handed weapons. I forget the percentage. I think this raises... Let me look it up. I think this raises attack by 30%. Every time... well, pretty much every time. Every time I'm using like a two-handed weapon in Elden Ring, I pretty much... I do the Vare quest to get to Mogwin Dynasty early, and then I defeat Mog, and I pretty much do this run where I grab as many Scattertree fragments as I can, and I get to this talisman, the Two-Handed Sword Talisman. Let's see what this says. Oh, this increases the damage of all weapon attacks by 15% when you're two-handing a weapon. So that's an extra 15%, and if you jump, that's, you know, oh, let's see how much this one increases it. Claw Talisman. Yeah, Claw Talisman increases jump attack damage by 15% in the main game. In PvP, it's a little bit less. But yeah, basically, every time you jump and attack, you are getting an extra 30% damage. So that's pretty good setup. You could do it other ways too. Let's see. On my physic, I'll just go mix it. And yeah, I've got the Green Burst Crystal Tier, which causes stamina recovered more quickly. That way we can keep using the sword. And temporarily boost fire attacks, the Flame Shrouding Cracked Tier, which you can get over. You get both of these over in Caelid, I believe. In fact, I believe you get them from the same Putrid Avatar, the one that's close to the Smoldering Church at like the northwest end of Caelid. Hopefully I'm correct about that. Yeah, and then in terms of spells, I've got Flame Grant Me Strength and Blood Flame Blade, which you can pick up by killing a scarab in Liurnia. And yeah, like how many flasks do I have at this point? Yeah, I've got the whole, 12. Actually, I could get a couple more, couldn't I? I think I could. I think it would, what's the max? Is it 14? I'm forgetting. Anyway, yeah, Great Rune is still Godric's Great Rune, activated sometimes, but I always make sure, like, sometimes I'll even jump off a cliff just to make sure that even without the Great Rune activated, I could still do medium, that I'm still medium weight, that I can still do quick rolls to dodge roll out of the way. And here's my stats. 50 vigor, 13 mind. Like I said, you're going to want to give yourself some mind so that you can do, because the Savage Lion's Claw attack takes a lot more FP. So once you get that skill, you're going to want to start upgrading mind. But basically, I just focused on vigor and strength, getting them both up to 50 as quickly as possible. Mind up a couple points, endurance up to 30, so that I can wear like the body part of the armor, and I'm still like a medium roll. Dexterity up to 12. It's still at 12 where I left it. Intelligence I haven't touched. Faith is still at 15, and Arcane is still at 11. Just like they were when I rolled out the when I started the game. Yeah, so yeah, just to confirm, if we go into our equipment, oh, it says I'm actually a heavy load right now. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because of my talismans. All right, so I will want to probably put another level into my, how much, let's see if I can. Yeah, oh yeah, I can definitely use these to gain the runes I need. Take one of these probably, and how much do I need? I need, okay, 24,060. Oh, we could just take this one. Let's see where my endurance needs to get to. If I level up endurance again, let's see if I'm still a fat roller. Nope. There it is. We've gone down to medium. All right, so let's review our stats again. Okay, not there because that gives you the total, but if we go here, then we can see our base stats when we're trying to level up. Yeah, 50, 13 on mine, 31 on endurance. And that's to hold the finger seal and the dagger as well. Plus all of our talismans, plus our armor pieces on the body. No head armor. And dexterity, intelligence, faith, arcane, all the same. So that's it. That is a guts build. What'd you guys think? Did you enjoy that? Do you enjoy the stream? Hopefully you find that useful. I appreciate you joining me for the live stream today. I definitely appreciate all of my 3,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I will probably be doing some more streaming soon on this channel. And in fact, I might use this channel more for streaming than I do for anything else. Whoops. I think I just canceled out of my stream. Yeah, I did. I closed the window where I was looking at my stream. So let me go back to my live stream. And let's see if anybody commented. We got a few comments in the chat, it seems like. Yeah, it's going to pick me back up where I was in the current stream I'm in, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so Regina Morgenstern, thank you for joining. Looks like we got up to, like, the most views was about 26. We got up to 4 concurrent viewers at a time, looks like, a couple times. So that was great. That was a pretty good stream. I don't stream often, like, at all. You know, because, like, it's difficult to build, like, a streaming audience is different than a video audience. And I've built up my video audience now on 2 different channels. I also post, I do castle builds on my Minecraft channel, and that's a lot of fun. And I need to do one again soon. I've been working on a hilltop fort. So I think I'm going to create a tutorial with a hilltop fort and work on that. So that'll be probably my next video. But it would be nice to come back here and do some streaming, you know, with, oh, wrong arm, with Bloodborne. You see my Bloodborne guy up there? Or Silent Hill 2. You see my Silent Hill 2 guys in there? It's probably a little difficult to see from here. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, I've posted videos of my cases and the stuff that's in them. Right now on the bottom, oh, wrong side again. I've got like my strategy guides that I wrote, you know, all those years ago. I've got to find someplace else for them because I have more figures coming. I've got the Tarnished or Raging Wolf Vargrim big statue, same size as my Bloodborne guy right there. It's going to go right next to him in that cabinet. And I've got the Tyrant and the Liquor from Resident Evil 1 and 2. They are going to go in my cabinet too. And I've got some other Funkos over here on this side. So I've got the Funko Minecraft guys over here, but then I've got the Funko Silent Hill guys over here. Looks like one is fallen over. Yeah, one fell over. Oh, I don't know when that happened. Maybe it was when my fiance went out through the garage. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go fix that. I think that one is on top. That's so they go Silent Hill 1 is Alessa on the bottom. Silent Hill 2 is James, Pyramid Head, and the bobblehead nurse. And then on top, I've got Robbie the Rabbit and the female lead, Heather. I think that's her name. So Heather from Silent Hill 3 is over there. And just below my microphone there, you can see I've got Hellraiser, the box. You opened it. We came. And then over here in this cabinet is all my Minecraft stuff. I'm going to get some more Minecraft stuff. And my grandkids, my step grandkids are always giving me Minecraft stuff to put in my cases. They gave me pretty much all this stuff that's on that shelf right there. And I believe I bought these bobbleheads myself. And my fiance gave me that mug with the creeper on it. I love all that stuff in there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing and for supporting the channel and all the other crazy stuff that I do with my spare time. And I hope you have a great day.